Brooke here from Naked Beauty, and I am here to chat with you about all of the possibilities of renewed skin this year. Ulta Beauty truly has everything you need to bring your skincare game to the next level this year. I'm all about keeping your skin barrier healthy and protected, so I love the fresh Tea Elixir Skin Resilience Activating Serum. It's an advanced face serum that boosts skin elasticity and reduces fine lines. I also love the Beauty Stat Universal C Pro Bio Moisture Boost Cream. This is a truly game-changing moisturizer that delivers deep hydration, leaving your skin feeling incredibly supple. Check out Ulta Beauty's incredible offerings online or in-store. Ulta Beauty, the possibilities are beautiful.
Hey everyone, happy Friday. It's Fat Mascara. I'm Jess.
Welcome. I'm Jen Sullivan. Jess, congratulations. Your
Thank
big
you.
week. I was very disappointed when I went online, though, and didn't see your face pop up every time I clicked on a beauty product.
Oh, we're working on that. I'm
Please
sure
do.
I can.
If you guys haven't checked it out, go. Jess is like literally the life's work for the last 10 months is now live online, modaoperandi.com, right? That's the website.
Yes, modaoperandi.com. Thank you so much, Jen.
That happened on Tuesday, but here we are on
It's been
Friday.
awesome. Yeah, response has been great.
You know who's here, Jess. Are you jealous that I got to talk to
I know.
Sloane?
You got to talk to Sloane. I wish I could have been there. Her energy is awesome. Tell me more about your conversation.
I will. Her energy is great. And I think of her as more than a tennis player because I signed up for her newsletter and started to get to know her before this interview even came about because I just think she's great. Anyway, but if you're not familiar with who she is, she's a professional tennis player, probably best known for winning the US Open in 2017, NBD. She's also won 7 WTA Tour single titles in total. So we spoke just before the holidays when Jess was gearing up for her Moda launch, so that's why she's not on this interview. But Sloane was preparing for the current season, and as this airs, I'm guessing she's on her way from New Zealand, where she was just playing, to Australia for the Australia Open. So let's wish her luck there. Sloane's also a budding entrepreneur and the founder of the Sloane Stephens Foundation, which assists underserved students with tools to achieve outside of the classroom. And like I said, I got to know her through her newsletter. It's just really good advice. I feel like she might have a future career in self-help. Sloane, don't be mad if that's not what you're going to do with the rest of your career. Clearly you're still playing tennis and amazing at that, but she's just cool and balanced. And I'm kind of in awe of her athletic talent. So I thought she'd be fun to talk to us about that. And also all of her favorite beauty and skincare stuff. This is a beauty girl, people. She knows her stuff. So we talked about that. Just one of those public figures that really lived up to what I thought she'd be. So in case it's not clear, my girl crush is clearly deeper at this point. Now it's awkward. Okay, I'm sure the fam's going to love her too. Here she is. Hey, Sloane, welcome to Fat Mascara. Hi.
Hi, how are you?
Happy belated New Year.
Yes, Happy New Year.
So I'll admit right up front, I don't know a ton about tennis, but I have always followed you in your career because I love the way you talk about tennis and life and balance. You seem to be a very balanced, mentally healthy person. What would your friends and family say to that? Would they agree with me?
My mom would totally not agree, but I like to think that I'm balanced. My mom is a psychologist, so I think a little bit of my life has always been trying to find the balance, trying to figure out what works best, going the extra mile, the extra step to kind of organize my life. So maybe I guess that's why.
It shows. I feel like you have a second career as a life coach or self-help guru.
I wish. Oh my goodness.
It might be because I've read your bulletins. You have this, it's like a newsletter, I guess, whatever they were, bulletins. I know you're on a different platform now. And I'm just inspired. I'm yes, I'm going to get my life together like Sloane. So I want to bring that energy to our podcast today. We're going to talk about beauty and all of that stuff, but that's where I wanted to start out with. So tell me, you have the weirdest job to me. What other job in the world has world rankings, right?
Yeah, not that many, which is weird because we also have a ranking and we also travel 12 months out of the year. There's no break. So it's a lot. Tennis is a lot. It's fun. It's amazing. You get to do so many amazing things, but it's a lot of work. Like even outside of the actual like playing of the sport, the actual tournaments, there's a lot of adversity that goes with playing tennis. The travel, just week in and week out, being away from home. Like the dynamic is super interesting. It's super draining and like stressful, but it's nice because you get to do so many amazing things that just the average person is not able to do. And obviously we have tournaments around the world in these incredible places. And one week I'm in Rome, one week I'm in Madrid, then we're going to Australia. And like, it's so great, but it's also very hectic.
I can imagine. We'll talk about that too. But I was thinking about this idea of like if you don't have job interviews, but it's so quantitative, not qualitative, to talk about your career. Like there's so many numbers involved. There's winning and losing. There's these rankings. Does that ever feel limiting, or does that drive you that you can see the results when you do well?
Yeah, I think honestly, you get so like stuck on your value as being your ranking. Like if your ranking isn't good, like you're like, oh, I'm in a bad place. Like, oh, I need to do better. And I think just playing tennis my whole life, basically since I was 10 years old, the only thing I really could value myself at was my ranking. And realizing now that I'm older, I'm going to be 30 in a couple of months. And I'm like, this literally means nothing in the grand scheme of life. I'm so much bigger than a number. And all of these numbers that obviously have come with my career and the wins and the losses and who you beat and what your ranking is, your highest ranking and all of that. But it's very strange because for a long time, like I really was like, okay, like I'm doing this great in life if I'm ranked number 10. Like I'm doing this great if I'm ranked number 20. Like there's always like a number behind the value. And I think once I kind of like forgot about that, I was able to kind of just live a little bit more, I'd say.
Yeah. And even though people like that are listening don't have a ranking about their job, there's like salary numbers or comparing yourselves to others. Like
exactly.
It's important, I think, to not pay attention to those numbers sometimes.
Yeah, sometimes, not all the times, but I think
we want you to win, though.
Yes,
sure, we want you to win.
We want everyone to win, but I think as a tennis player, we get so wrapped up in what that ranking is, what that number is, and obviously, being an individual sport, you literally, it's just you're an independent contractor. So whatever your number is, how good that is, how good you're doing, how well you're doing, kind of dictates like your life.
Yeah. I remember at the beginning of 2022, so like a year ago now, you wrote about setting intentions versus setting goals, which I'm a very quantitative person and I have trouble with this concept. And I was like, maybe other people do too. So I wanted to talk to you about it. Like for you, what's the difference between a goal and an intention?
So a goal is something that I would like to do. I would like to achieve it. But an intention is something that I know that I can do because I can put all of my being into this intention and go for it. And I can feel success. Like I can get a win with my intention no matter what.
So the intention is to have a winning mindset. And the goal could be maybe to win this match.
Yeah. I would. Yeah.
We're trying to make it still about a goal.
Yeah.
Sorry.
I'm like, if you want it to be that, yeah. Like, I feel like the intention is something I can be like, my intention is to wake up every morning and drink 2 cups of water. Like, I have full control over that, right? And like, I will feel like I got to win if I can wake up every day and do that, right? But that's something that's totally in my control. A goal is something, yes, a goal is in your control, obviously. But if I say, okay, I want to go out and win the Australian Open, like there's so many factors that come into like me playing against another player, me winning 7 matches, me traveling there, everything has to go right. Like, it's not just something that I can wake up and do and be like, I won the day. Like, that's victory.
So at the start of this year, did you do that exercise? Are you going to do it? Are you going to set intentions? Is that a yearly thing for you?
It's more of like a weekly thing. I'm like, am I drinking enough water? Am I getting enough sleep? And like, just kind of like pinpointing things that you can do better at, things that you can improve, but like small things that you can literally just be at home being like, oh, I forgot to eat 3 meals today. Like things like that. I'm always like, I missed lunch. Like those are things that I'm like, I'm going to sit down and I'm going to have lunch today. Like those things, I'm like, I'm really proud of myself at the end of the week when I'm like, I had lunch every day this week. I was on time. Like those things are things as an athlete, obviously, like it's important.
Okay. So, well, since it's the new year, we talked about goal setting and things like that. I'm picturing you right as this airs, actually, you're going to be down under, you're going to be in New Zealand, Australia. You might even be doing the Australian Open right now. I don't know. I cannot imagine what it's like to pack for weeks of travel. Like, you have to play your sport. You need to do press stuff. You need to make sure you have things for downtime. Like, how big of an ordeal is packing in your world?
So I normally pack like 2 or 3 weeks before I go because I always just like to know what I need to take with me if I'm going to go. Like if I have events that I need to actually have like an organized outfit for, if I have press stuff that I know that I need to do, if I have like, I just want to go to a nice dinner. I want to go to like an Instagram-y like restaurant and like take a cute photo. Like those are all things you have to plan out. And just tennis clothes in general, like all of our match clothes and everything are pretty organized like well before. So that's pretty set. And then at that point, obviously supply chain issues now, post-COVID, it's been way more difficult, like getting stuff on time, like having it be in the right place. So that's been stressful. But in general, I like to pack like 2 or 3 weeks in advance.
And how many weeks are you away? Like, I figure you're not flying back between like New Zealand and Australia, right?
No. So for this Australia trip, I'll be gone for 4 weeks.
So are we sending trunks? Like, how much stuff is going into 4 weeks of pack? That's insane to me.
No,
that's like moving.
I know it is like moving, but I literally will only take like one. I have a big away suitcase, like the large one. I have that. Then I have my tennis bag and I have a carry-on, and that's it.
Oh, well, I guess you're not going to Mars. So like clearly whatever you need to get while you're, I was like, but I'm stressed out for you.
Yes.
Like, what if she doesn't have her lucky like muscle roller, or I don't know, are there things that you know you need to bring?
Yeah. So normally it's kind of like the same thing. So I have like all my Normatec stuff. I have my like Hyperice, like massage gun. Like I have my Firefly, like little band things that I use on my legs. Like all of those are like in one place. So I'll like normally pack those in my tennis bag, and I have like all of my equipment per se, like in my tennis bag. So everything that I need, like my icy hot patches, my like everything fancy goes in my tennis bag. And then everything else goes in my trunk suitcase, which is like one side is practice clothes, but I can get my practice clothes really small. So I roll them like very tightly and then put them like on one side. And then the match outfits will go on the same side of the suitcase, just like on the right side. And then we go to the other side of the suitcase, the fun stuff, which is like normal stuff, which is one side is like probably skincare, like my candle, like my silk pillowcase, like that normal stuff. And then I have like my outfits and then my purses.
I'm sorry, we have to stop on the candle. You're traveling with a candle. What is this candle?
Yeah. Oh my gosh. Well, I have a ton. I just kind of like alternate them through the year. But the one that I'm taking to Australia with me is called Fucking Fabulous. It's Tom Ford.
I have heard of it.
Yeah. And I don't know. I'm just feeling fucking fabulous. So I just think that it's a great way to start the new year.
I am with you on that. You know, I was thinking about, like, you're an athlete, like routine is so important. You know, you have your practices, doing muscle memory, doing things the right way. But like when travel's the opposite of routine in a way, like how do you strike that balance to help you perform your best, but still be flexible because you're traveling and things change and luggage gets lost or whatever it is?
Yeah, exactly. It's very complicated, especially now. Obviously, post-COVID, we've all experienced like a lot of travel delays and lost baggage and bags getting lost for like 6 months and like things like that, which is beyond crazy. I have like 72 air tags in each of my bags because I'm like, where is the bag?
Smart.
Where is the bag?
Yes.
But it's just a lot of like different things always happening, like a little delay. So for me personally, I don't like to play tennis or exercise on the day that I travel because I feel like it really stresses me out, especially now. If like the flight's a little delay, you schedule a practice and you're like late for the practice because the flight was delayed and your transport didn't show up. Like there's so many factors with that where it just brings so much unnecessary stress when you're traveling, especially now. So yeah, I mean, travel is a huge part of my job. Like 50% of it is like travel. 50% is actually like playing tennis. So kind of like finding the right balance, like what works best for me. And like I said, not particularly like playing or working out on like the day that I'm traveling has helped me a ton. Like just like ease the stress of like, okay, the only thing I have to do today is like arrive to my destination, eat food, and like get into my hotel room.
Reduce the stress around everything but the match itself, which of course should be stressful, but like in a good way.
Yes, like in a good, like anxiety, like butterflies in your stomach way.
Yeah. You talk a lot about self-care. And I feel like when people hear that, they think, oh, bath, meditation, But I know for you, that's not always the case. It's like doing what feels right in the moment. So like, what are some of the surprising things that like, sure, bath and meditation and a fucking fabulous candle, that's self-care. But are there other things that might surprise people that you think of as self-care?
Yeah. So I think to me, like going to get my nails done, I just told somebody the other day, like I need alone time. And I feel like if I'm getting a manicure and a pedicure, I can't pick up my phone. Like I'm sitting there by myself. Maybe my nail tech is talking to me, probably not. And I'm just like relaxing. Like no one can get to me. No one can bother me. And it's just alone time. If you tell someone like, oh, I'm going to get my nails done, they're like, oh, okay, like I'll call you after. And I'm like, yes, that's what I like to hear. Call me later, not now. Like can't talk now. You
need to come to my nail salon because everybody's got their AirPods in having like one-sided conversations with somebody.
No, that's what I'm saying. I'm like, this is the time to like just look at the sky, like see what's going on, like just do nothing. Like I like that if I say like, oh, I'm getting my nails done, like no one can bother me. It's getting your nails done and getting massage are like the two things that people are like, oh, okay, I'll call you after.
It's like forced meditation in a way. Like you're just in your brain at that point because someone else has your hands or your body and you can't do anything about it.
Exactly. And I'm like, yeah, give me that like paraffin on my toes. Give me like, the extra, foot massage, whatever. Like extend the time. Like do what you need to do. So those
also,
are
I love that you get manicures. I imagine your career is rough on your hands.
Yes.
So like, what kind of manicure are you getting?
I just get like a regular one. I try to get one like probably every 2 weeks just to like say I did it and to just be alone.
Are you getting gels? Are we allowed to have extensions? I can't even imagine a stiletto now when you're holding a racket.
No, I'm not that brave. But I do, like, sometimes I will. Like, I got Gel X one time and I really loved it. Well, I've gotten it multiple times, but I really love it. And then I just get a regular manicure because I feel like the gel, I pick it off. Like, I feel like it's a disaster for me. And a regular manicure, just regular polish, very basic bitch. Like, it works the best for me.
And it doesn't chip in 2 weeks?
No, like it's so good. Like I can have my toenails done for like 2 months and it never chips. Like it's so weird. I don't know why.
Amazing vacuum nails that hold on to polish. I am impressed.
Yes, me too.
Well,
I'm always like, wow, they still look nice. But yeah, so I don't get gel just because I don't like the way that it looks and I don't like having, like I've sat there and like seen my mom peel hers off and I'm like, ma'am, that's not going to work. I don't like that. So that's why I don't get gel. No, it's not for me.
It's funny, these beauty rituals, like I think of them like you as a little, like I find them enjoyable, but you are somebody in the public eye. So it's also kind of work for you, getting your hair done, getting your makeup done. Do you ever feel like, I don't want to do any of this? Like, I don't feel like, fixing up myself, even though I know 10,000 people are going to be watching this.
Absolutely. There has been times where I haven't shaved my legs in 2 weeks and I look like a hedgehog, but like, it is what it is, right? And I'm like, you know what? If I'm going to be on national TV, I'm going to be on ESPN this afternoon. Like, I can't do that. Like, shave your legs, honey. Like, just do us all a favor. That's really what
But is it for others or is it for you? Because, like, I don't know. When I shave, that feels like, I don't know, it gives me a little extra confidence because I know I got my shit together.
Yes, exactly. I just think that when I see myself on TV, I'm like, I'm so critical of myself that I'm looking and I'm like, I could have definitely shaved my legs. I could have done that. Like, that's the least I could have done,
so you've learned in the past.
Like, yeah, exactly. Like, it's definitely for me because I don't want to see myself looking like that. But I definitely think the having to get your makeup done all the time, having to get your hair done all the time, your nails done, like, you have to look a certain way for my job. So it's not as fun or as enjoyable. It does sometimes become a hassle. And I think that's sometimes how you can get out of it because it's not enjoyable at all.
Yeah.
But I think trying to find that time for yourself or whatever it is while these things are happening or while you have to do that have like kind of changed my perspective on how I view just self-care in general or, getting my hair done or my makeup done. Like I play tennis for a living, so all I do is sweat and be stinky and take 5 showers a day. Like that's very normal for me.
Have you actually taken 5 showers in one day?
Oh, absolutely. Probably more. Probably more.
How much lotion do you? I would be so dry.
Seriously, honey, let me tell you about it. It's very
Tell me about it. That's
stressful.
what my podcast is for.
Yes, it's stressful. And I'm telling you, like, there's so many different things that people like don't see like at a tennis tournament, but you're going in, you're working out, you're warming up, like you're showering. If you're a shower in the morning person, you wake up, you take a shower. So that's one shower. Then you go in, you do your training, you play one round of tennis, shower. Then you come back, you eat lunch, whatever, blah, blah, blah. Have your little self-care time, whatever you're doing at the site. People do different stuff, not sure. And then you go play tennis again. So then, boom, after that, you have to shower again. Then sometimes like coaches or trainers, whatever, they'll have you do like a late night, like gym or just like, little run, little stretch, like get the legs going, whatever. And then, yeah, that's 4 showers, like, because you have to shower after that. And then after that, normally you're doing like massage. So that's like my full day.
Like, I know you're into skincare, but like, what are you doing to moisturize so that you don't end up like all ashy and dry after your 5 warm showers? They say hot
right?
water's like drying, right? So
yeah, exactly. And I hate cold water. So I'm not the type of person who's going to be doing like a cold shower.
Who likes cold water?
No, a lot of people do
that.
that. Yeah, like at tournaments and stuff, like all the girls do cold showers. I'm like, honey, no, baby, no.
Well, for like an ice bath for muscle purposes, I could see that.
No,
but
this is like a regular shower that has cold, like lukewarm to cold water.
Oof, no, thank you.
No, they're like, it's good for your pores. And I'm like, no, I'm not feeling it. So I take showers that literally burn my skin. You can ask any of my friends. They're like, how do you shower in that water? Even my husband is like, dude, like, what are you doing? Like, it's too hot. I'm like, but that feels good. Like, I love for the water to be hitting the ground off and like sizzling. Like, I love that.
But do you lotion up afterwards? Because that like probably, yeah.
Yes, so I do. Drying. It's very drying. So I do lotion a ton, but it's really hard also because if I'm going out to play tennis again, I can't put too much lotion on because you literally like slime the sweat off of you.
Oh, yeah. And or your hands get slippery. They brush against your leg and it's like,
exactly.
Now I have like coconut oil on my handle. That's not a good game I'm about to play.
No, exactly. So I use a ton of sunscreen. Like normally in the morning, I will sometimes, instead of putting like moisturizing like lotion on, I'll just do like my sunscreen when I'm getting ready to like go out the door, because I know if I put regular lotion on and then in 2 hours, if I go play tennis, I'm like, when you sweat after you've put like a heavy cream on, you're literally, it's like gooey and you're like, this is gross. And then obviously profusely sweating, like continuously sweating it's not ideal.
What sunscreen do you use? I love asking people about sunscreen.
Oh, yeah.
Good recommendations.
So I'm very basic, and I think it's just because I am sweating all the time, so I use what works for me. But I use the Neutrogena just like body mist spray. I don't know, because I
can't.
Like
the clear continuous kind of?
Yeah, exactly. I wish I had it right here. I could show you. But it's like literally just continuous like body mist. And I use SPF 100 because I'm weird like that, but it works. And I use that because I don't have to touch the sunscreen because I have to play. Right. So then I have to play, like hold my grip, whatever. It's crazy if it's like all slippery and gross. Then I have to change my grip and it's a situation. So I use a spray all over my body, and then I use the Neutrogena face stick for my face. But every morning, like as part of my just basic routine, I wake up, wash my face, and I put sunscreen on, like with my hands though. So I use the Barbara Sturm one, which I love. I don't know if you're supposed to mix sunscreens or not. I have no idea, but that's just what I do. It's just what I do.
I do, and that's totally okay.
Okay, good.
You don't have to keep it all the same brand.
Okay, I'm like, I don't know if you're supposed to do that, but okay. So yeah, I use that in the morning because it's nice. Like if I don't play tennis or I don't do anything, if I'm just living life, it's a nice sunscreen to put on. So I kind of just got in the habit of doing that. And then I use a face stick when I'm going to go out in the sun and actually play tennis, because I don't want to touch my hands to my face or my body and then touch my racket.
Right.
Brooke here from Naked Beauty, and I am here to chat with you about all of the possibilities of renewed skin this year. Ulta Beauty truly has everything you need to bring your skincare game to the next level this year. I'm all about keeping your skin barrier healthy and protected, so I love the fresh Tea Elixir Skin Resilience Activating Serum. It's an advanced face serum that boosts skin elasticity and reduces fine lines. I also love the Beauty Stat Universal C Pro Bio Moisture Boost Cream. This is a truly game-changing moisturizer that delivers deep hydration, leaving your skin feeling incredibly supple. Check out Ulta Beauty's incredible offerings online or in-store. Ulta Beauty, the possibilities are beautiful.
You mentioned getting massages, and I imagine a sports massage that's for work is different from like I'm at the hotel downtime massage. But it sounds like you get to visit a lot of hotels and resorts in your job, right?
Yes.
Like what's like the best, spa treatment or massage you've had at a hotel or resort?
Oh, okay. So the best one that I had was actually, I went to South Africa like a few weeks ago, a month ago, whatever. And they had this where we stayed. It was called a healing house. And I got like a full body exfoliation with a massage. And in the little room that I did it in, it wasn't even inside. It was outside, which made it even more fabulous. And you walk in and it has like a sauna and it had a cold pool. It had a little jacuzzi pool and then it had like an outdoor shower. And so I was literally butt naked, which was amazing, getting a full body exfoliation with two ladies. And I was like the best spa experience I've ever had in my life.
That sounds like heaven. And also, like the wind is on your skin. It's so weird to be like naked. It's so nice sometimes, right? To be just
right. And I was just
like,
why have I never done this before? And then like, it's just like safari out everywhere. So there's like elephants like walking around in the background and just like.
Oh, I saw these pictures. Was that your honeymoon?
No. Well, we actually
this looks like a honeymoon. And I know you got married fairly recently.
So
right?
I got married. We got married a year ago. So January 1, 22. So I actually went to go play an exhibition in South Africa, and I convinced my mom and my stepdad to come with us because I was like, when are you guys ever going to go to South Africa? Like, if I'm not going, you're probably never going. So let's just all go. And convinced them to go. We met there. The exhibition ended up getting canceled, but we'd already gone on our safari and it was like 3 days. And I was like, why stop here? Let's go to Rwanda. Like I always wanted to go see like Gorillas in the Mist. So we just like continued it. And it was just me, my husband, and then my mom and my stepdad.
So I saw the pictures of you and your husband, and then I saw your mom, and I was like, did she bring her parents on her honeymoon? I don't know why in my head this was your honeymoon. Maybe because I went to South Africa for my honeymoon. I was like, oh my God, she brought her parents on her honeymoon. I was like, that's a close family.
No, oh my goodness. But I was saying it's our honeymoon because I was like, we literally never went on one. We never found, like, we just didn't have the time. Obviously, my husband's a professional athlete also. So we just never went on one. But this off season, I was like, we need to do everything possible. We're going to travel. We're going to see what we want to see. We're going to do what we want to do. And we literally did it. We have an 8-year-old, and my like goal was to kind of for us to do like family trip, but also then do like adult time trip and then whatever. So mission accomplished. We took our little guy to Iceland and we went in the Blue Lagoon and we swam and we did the whole thing. And then we were in New York for a few days. We went to go see like a UFC fight. My parents are obsessed with UFC. We obviously spent a lot of time with them. And then where else? We came back. I did like a 2-week training block. And then we went to South Africa, Rwanda. And then we're actually going to Cabo. And then we're going to Australia.
Wow. So this is no joke with this packing. You do know what you're talking about. Let me get us back on topic. Let's get back. We didn't talk about hair. We talked about skin. We talked about body. So if you're traveling, do you do your own hair?
Sometimes. It depends on what style I have in my hair. So sometimes if I have like, right now I have like locks, which are these like fancy things. And then I have had braids for a long time. Then I just have like regular extensions sometimes. And if I do, I have my mom come with me because she's able to like help me with my hair.
Okay, because I was going to say, if you like are in New Zealand and you need to get relocked or whatever, like you don't just want to trust your head to anyone, right?
No, you can't do that. You can't just do anyone. So you literally have to find someone. But I'm really good at that. Like I very far in advance will find someone in a foreign country. Like my friends are always like, why are you letting some random person in, I don't know, in Germany do your hair? And I'm like, because who else is going to do it? I can't do it. So that's become a big part of my life, like finding really good stylists. Like even people, like the one thing that I would say you cannot trust everyone with is, I'm not even concerned about my hair. It's my eyebrows. Like you can't let anyone touch your eyebrows because an eyebrow lady will destroy your life. I don't care what anybody says. Like
I haven't had anyone else do my brows since like that one time when somebody destroyed my brows. I do them myself now.
Exactly.
But you get someone to you do your homework and you find someone?
Yeah, so I don't really let anyone touch them. Like I do them myself. Like I do like the little, like the little hand raiser thing, like just to like keep them whatever until I can get back home so I don't look like a hairy muffin. But that's just my thing. But that's the one thing that I probably would strongly advise against doing, like finding someone foreign to do your eyebrows.
I like those little razors. It's like, I'm not getting out the tweezers. I'm just going to like microblade it myself with these tiny little razors.
Exactly.
It works, right?
No, it works so well. And then honestly, tweezing, I start sneezing and I'm just like, this hurts. Like, why am I doing this? Like, this isn't a wax. Like, wax is 2 seconds and it's gone. Tweezing, I want it to look perfect and I'm not even doing it right. It's just too much. Too much.
Yeah. And do you have a strategy in place for grays? Like, I know you're only 29, but I also know I've seen videos of you with your grays. And as you can see, like I went gray at like 15. And coming to a place of a strategy is it's a whole thing. What's your plan?
Yes. So if you've seen my mom is fully gray. My mom's in fully gray.
It looks great.
No, she's so cute. I love it. Like, honestly, I'm such a fan. I'm her fan. But she's been fully gray since she was like 40. So yeah. And my grandma was fully gray when she was 40. So basically I have 10 more good years until I'm fully gray.
And then we'll deal with it.
And then it's over with. But I have like literally like I'm showing you, you guys can't see me, but literally all of this is all gray, like in here. It's covered now, but it's all gray.
I mean, that's where it happened first for me too.
Yeah.
Like on the crown.
And I'm just riding it out. I'm like, look, I got a husband. Like, we're good. Like, I just gonna ride out with my grays and he loves them. And my mom's husband loves her grays. Like, he's the one who was like, embrace it. Like, love it. And now we love it. We're here.
You mentioned your candle. We did not talk about fragrance before I let you go. I have a little speed round of questions too, but I want to talk about fragrance because clearly you know your stuff if you have a Tom Ford candle.
Yeah.
What about, I mean, let's be honest. What about personal fragrance? Do you wear it?
Ooh, I do. So it's a little bit strong. So it's definitely the fucking fabulous fragrance, like fragrance is, I'd say definitely a winter fragrance, not a summer because it's very heavy. And then my one that I wear like all the time is the Baccarat 450.
540, I think.
540.
Yes.
What? Yeah, it's a lot of numbers.
The Francis Kirk Dijon. It's like
yes,
gorgeous,
yes. Beautiful, right? So that's like my everyday one. And then when I'm like feeling fancy, like at a tournament, I'll wear the Bonbon. I don't know the names of these like actual bonbon, something or the other. Whatever. Okay. But yeah, like most of the time, like I said, I'm showering so much. I'm putting on deodorant 70 times a day. Like at that point, sometimes you're like, you know what? I need something different. So you just put on.
Will you wear a fragrance for a match? Like those are like beautiful fragrances. Will you wear that for when you're playing?
No, not at all. Just because it's like, you wear it and then you start sweating. Like regardless, I have to like warm up. Regardless, I start sweating and I'm like, I smell nice, but now I smell like poop. So it's like poop and beautiful mixed together is not a thing.
Yeah. And with the deodorant, do you go unscented for that or?
Fragrance free. We love a good fragrance free.
Yeah, because I was going to say, if you're sweating that much, I imagine like even if you had like powder scent, it would be blooming and you'd be smelling like, powder lady on the clay or the court or the grass.
That used to be good until we found fragrance free. And then I was like, oh, now this is life-changing.
That's the Sloane way.
Yes.
All right. Those are good scents. You know your stuff. Okay, so before I let you go, do a little speed round for you. We do this at the end of every podcast, but it doesn't have to be super speedy, but let's do it. What's the first thing you usually do when you wake up in the morning?
Drink water.
You're all about this hydration, Sloane. You mentioned that before. Was it intense? Oh, I'm the worst hydrator.
No, but you have to. I'm telling you, like, be intentional about it. Like, wake up, 1 cup of water, go downstairs, another cup. Then like lunchtime, you're like, oh, I need to drink more water. Down it.
Water
Like,
is life.
Water is literally the key to life. Water and therapy. So.
Okay, what's the last? Please don't tell me. What's the last thing you do before you go to bed?
What's the last thing I do?
Do not say drink water.
No, I was gonna say drink water. I was like, wait,
No,
what's something
no,
else?
You can if that is
okay,
true.
no. I normally
that's
drink water, kiss my husband. I always make it. Yeah, like I always have to make it a thing to like say goodnight. Like we don't go to bed without saying goodnight. So that's like my thing.
Oh, I love that.
Yeah.
Okay, in the morning, what's your favorite snack or dish? Like, this is my morning food.
Ooh, I love like Greek yogurt with grape nuts and a little bit of honey.
Yum. And what about late night? What would be a late night snack?
Ooh.
Like one of your favorites?
An unhealthy one is the best key lime pie from Whole Foods. I am the biggest fan.
Whole Foods makes a good key lime pie?
Girl, you do not know what you're missing out. Key lime pie from Whole Foods and the cheesecake. Honey.
I wouldn't have thought. And I love key lime pie.
It's the most tart, most
dangerous.
delicious. Get it. Please do. You guys will thank me later. It's the bomb.
A little Whole Foods key lime pie before bed sounds lovely.
I know. My trainer is like, you should probably stop eating that. And I'm like, okay, well,
How
maybe.
about a nice apple, Sloane?
Yeah. And I'm like, I don't know. I'll just drink water.
I feel like as far as dessert cakes go, though, key lime feels a little healthy. There's fruit in there, right? Like,
right? I'm
worse.
like, that's like, the lime is like good for your digestive system or something.
There you go.
I don't know.
Yeah. I could
You could
justify
find a
anything.
reason.
Okay. Last question. If there was a movie made of your life, who would narrate it?
Ooh, a movie made of my life. I would say, just because I love Michelle Obama, I would say her.
That would be great on all levels. Okay. We'll set that intention for the future.
Exactly.
Yeah. Well, thank you so much for coming to hang out with us on Fat Mascara. Good luck this year with your season that's about to start.
Thank you. I can't wait to see you again. I love this chat.
We hope you enjoyed the show.
It's your reviews and feedback that help us make the podcast even better. Head over to iTunes to rate and review us or email your thoughts to info@fatmascara.com.
We also want to answer your beauty questions and hear what products you love. To share a Raise the One product review or to ask a beauty question, email us at info@fatmascara.
If you send it as a voice memo file, we can even share your voice on the podcast. You can also do that by leaving us a voice message. Our phone number in the United States is 646-481-8182.
Thanks so much for listening.
Brooke here from Naked Beauty, and I am here to chat with you about all of the possibilities of renewed skin this year. Ulta Beauty truly has everything you need to bring your skincare game to the next level this year. I'm all about keeping your skin barrier healthy and protected, so I love the fresh Tea Elixir Skin Resilience Activating Serum. It's an advanced face serum that boosts skin elasticity and reduces fine lines. I also love the Beauty Stat Universal C Pro Bio Moisture Boost Cream. This is a truly game-changing moisturizer that delivers deep hydration, leaving your skin feeling incredibly supple. Check out Ulta Beauty's incredible offerings online or in-store. Ulta Beauty, the possibilities are beautiful.